I want to welcome you to the 14th Annual Veteran Recognition Luncheon, where we will recognize many of our veterans and their organizations who contribute significantly to our country and our community. March on the colors. The Pledge of Allegiance will be given by the current Veteran of the Year.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's give a good hand for the veteran.
Charles Chuck Atkinson, someone you know well. Chuck served in the Coast Guard, Marine Corps, and Air Force. He's the founder and now president of the Veterans Association of North County. He's created a unique regional resource that serves veterans transitioning from the military and civilian job training and employment. His center has really become the focal point of veteran services in all of North County. Jerry Borja, the U.S. Army veteran, is the point man for Qualcomm's outreach to veterans seeking employment. He works with wounded warriors at Naval Medical Center San Diego and at Camp Pendleton. He has placed warriors at dozens of local high-tech companies, and his efforts are a model for corporations across America. And he has a grandfather, Claudia Castro. Claudia is a U.S. Marine Corps veteran and executive assistant to the president and CEO of Veterans Village. She is a mentor in the Young Marines program and plays a key role in the annual Stand Down program for homeless veterans. It's also worth noting that Claudia was a pioneering woman Marine, retiring as a first sergeant after 20 years service. American Marine. John Serta. U.S. Army veteran John Serta created an Adopt a Platoon program that sends specialized care packages to troops in Afghanistan. He played a key role in UCSD becoming a veteran-friendly campus that provides peer-to-peer support for students dealing with combat deployment-related issues. Midway Zone, Joe Siokin. U.S. Navy veteran Joe Siokin served for 23 years on the Veterans Village Board of Directors. He has been Midway's Public Affairs Officer since 2004 when we opened. He's also a member of Midway's world-famous Docent Corps and established the museum's Popular Speakers Bureau. Richard Sonny Barron, a U.S. Air Force veteran. Sonny is a classic go-to kind of guy. His connections with dozens of local organizations enables him to find solutions to almost every problem. Many who call 211 are put in touch with Sonny. He's active with the American Legion and Vietnam Veterans of America.
Bulldog!
Nicole Heffel, a U.S. Navy veteran and attorney. She's a member of the American Combat Veterans of War and has provided unique expertise to assist incarcerated veterans in San Diego. She offers hope, compassion, and pro bono assistance. She is the founder of the Vet Scholar program, which mentors veterans on ways to avoid education scams. Sandy Holmes, a U.S. Navy veteran. Sandy is a member of the Navy's Nurse Corps Association, specializing in military outreach. She also assists Blue Star Mothers, Reefs Across America, and military outreach ministry. She's also a CEO of a business that provides special consideration to hiring veterans and their spouses. Victor Miranda, the Pearl Harbor survivor and Navy veteran, has served for many years in many Pearl Harbor survivor organizations. He's an active leader in the VFW, American Legion, and is a charter member of the U.S. Naval Memorial. We also expect you to report for duty on December 7th at Fort Midway for our annual Remembrance Ceremony. Lillian Moss, the Navy veteran, devotes enormous time to serving all veterans. She's a member of the American Legion, VFW, DAV, Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America, and the Wounded Warrior Project. Mary Beth Newton, the Navy veteran, is an active member of many programs raising funds for the Chula Vista Veterans Home. Mary Beth is an active leader with the United Veterans Council and promotes recognition of women veterans issues throughout San Diego County. Sean Park, the Navy veteran, volunteers with Operation Hand Up. He is passionate about helping fellow veterans get job training and in finding jobs. You may recognize him. He's often a media spokesperson advocating veterans' rights and veterans' benefits. Gene Pellerin. Gene, a Navy veteran, actively supports and raises funds for the Chula Vista Veterans Home. He works closely with the city to serve homeless veterans and played a key role in establishing Chula Vista as a Purple Heart city to honor those wounded in combat. Sal Pellerito, a Navy veteran, has a long and distinguished commitment to Vietnam War veterans. He is a life member of the Vietnam Veterans of America and has served in several leadership posts with Chapter 472. Bob Phillips, the Navy veteran, is best known for his support and work on behalf of the Mount Soledad Memorial Association. He's been instrumental in making it a national memorial to honor veterans of all faiths. He continues to work to ensure the memorial remains where it is and as it is. John Caraff is an Air Force veteran and commander of the VFW in La Mesa, and also commander of the American Legion post there as well. John is active with 2 Air Force associations and is a longtime volunteer with the Mount Soledad Memorial Association. Jacob Rivera, the Navy veteran, long has been active with both the VFW and American Legion. He's an active member of the Fleet Reserve Association for the past 40 years, and he serves his fellow veterans and his community with honor. Howard Sharpell. The Army veteran was a World War II prisoner of war and has devoted himself to assisting veterans who filed VA claims. He also represents the PO community by speaking at school assemblies and public forums so that both our POWs and our MIAs are never forgotten. Gregory Stoner. The Marine Corps veteran is a leader in the West Coast Drill Instructors Association and is a docent at Command Center at MCRD. He is a mentor to the Young Marines organization at Camp Pendleton as well.
Hey, Earl!
Robert Cade. The Navy veteran is a longtime leader of American Legion Post 303 in El Cajon. He's worked with the city to post flags along Main Street on veteran holidays. He is also a vital volunteer in the annual San Diego Stand Down project to help homeless veterans. David Vicardaponi is a Coast Guard veteran whose contributions are unique. He is a San Diego police detective who drew on his difficult transition to civilian life. He created a reintegration program that ensures a smooth transition from military to post-military life and activities. He also established the first Fold campaign that honors fallen military, fire, and police officers. George Waller, the Navy veteran was wounded in Vietnam combat and has devoted himself to serving wounded veterans. He served with the military in many different ways and has certainly done so as a veteran, most importantly with the Military Order of the Purple Heart, Chapter 0049. He spends a great deal of time at the Veterans Hospital and is a strong advocate for wounded warriors. Christine Wonder. An Army veteran has the unique honor of being nominated by a group of Marines from the Marine Corps League Detachment 1207. She has served with distinction as a leader at VFW Post 111. She also volunteers for a host of county veterans and military service organizations and is both a mentor and a role model. Bill York. The Army veteran is best known for his work on behalf of active duty and veterans at the countywide 211 system. He has ensured that the system provides vital services and his efforts are a model for others to follow. In fact, he has been invited to brief members of Congress on the local 211 project. Ladies and gentlemen, would you join me in one more round of applause for our 24 veterans of the year. I love the name of this first award, the Veterans Allegiance Award. This goes to a nonprofit organization that clearly deserves such an honor. We'll cut straight to the chase. Accepting the award, Jim Thomas for the Marine Corps League, Colonel Mitchell Page Detachment, 1207, Chula Vista.
$239 years.
Here we go. The Corporation of the Year. Winner of the San Diego Meritorious Support of Veterans Services goes to Walmart. There you have it. Front and center. He started with a simple idea, to create a community space that would serve veterans regardless of their need, working closely with the city of Oceanside and others to make an opportunity, create a venue so that veterans could be served in many, many different ways, in perpetuity, really. That gentleman's name is Chet Atkinson. Talk about a lifetime of support. He's raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to renovate a facility on Mission Avenue, a stone's throw from Camp Pendleton. Chuck was holding job training programs and working closely with Walmart to place veterans in good jobs long before it was really a fashionable thing to do. He meets the high standards demanded as more than worthy of this kind of award because he truly has devoted a lifetime to supporting the men and women in uniform. And then it gets more difficult. What do you do for a man or a woman who has received the Lifetime Award and has continued to work even harder, more dedicatedly, more diligently, without recognition, and yet really does deserve another pat on the back in some way? We have a special award that's not in your program in that regard. And to share a little bit more with you about that, I'd like to bring up to the podium Rear Admiral Rod Melendez.
Good afternoon, everybody. Going a little bit off your program here. This isn't in there. And today we're going to honor someone that has really contributed sustainedly and over a long period. We're going to honor a friend, a mentor, a historian, and a patron of mine. I searched a while to come up with an appropriate quote that might describe him. Checked out Will Rogers, Mark Twain, talked to friends, looked around. We finally came up with something from Ronald Reagan that I think hits the nail on the head. There is no limit to what a man can do or where he can go if he doesn't mind who gets the credit. And I think that pretty much describes Will Hayes. I think you know them well. I only have to visit the veteran. You only have to visit our museum in Balboa Park to see some of his contributions and his legacy to the heritage of American veterans. And Will, as of this moment, we are no longer going to present the Lifetime Achievement Award annual luncheon. From this moment forward, when appropriate, we will present to worthy veterans the Will Hayes Lifetime Achievement Award. Since you are the plant owner, this is the first award of it. As we go forward into the upcoming years, we will remember you and what you have done. Thank you.
I thought I had control of this group here. But this is really a surprise and really an honor. So I thank Ron, and I thank the staff at the museum and the volunteers that help us out, and you all. So I thank you, and let's keep the veterans groups growing. We have the Midway that's done a fabulous job. I think our Veterans Museum is surprising to people that see it, and Ron had a good event last night that surprised me. He had a lot of people come in and pay $10 to see a surfing movie. And that was great. So I thank you very much. It's really a surprise. Thank you.
Pendleton with housing when necessary. They also take wounded warriors to Major League Baseball spring training games where they are honored. The Bulldog motto, once a Marine, always a Marine. Our second nominee is represented today by Tony Teravainen. I believe there he is. He's on his way forward. He represents support for enlisted project STEP, and this is an organization that provides emergency financial and transition assistance to active duty and recently discharged military and their families throughout Southern California. It provides family with free financial counseling. A family in need might receive assistance with emergency travel, child care, dental, eye care, and other vital services at no charge. Many families have benefited from this program. Jim Thomas, representing the Marine Corps League Mitchell Page Detachment 1207 in Chula Vista. These Marines collect thousands of toys for the annual Toys for Tots program. The detachment stands up at home events for troops when they come back to San Diego, and each Thursday the detachment supports a home-cooked meal program. The detachment also provides mentoring to the Young Marine Association, and 1207 offers year-round support to the Chula Vista Veterans Home. Phyllis Barber is going to represent Homefront San Diego. The City of Oceanside has nominated Homefront San Diego as its nonprofit of the year. Homefront is an all-volunteer military family assistance organization with no paid staff, no overhead. It provides financial assistance, auto repair, free baby cribs, emergency food, and more. Homefront is a program of the Navy League of San Diego and has served more than 10,000 family members since 2001. You know, there's always a lot of talk about business, public sector partnerships, and private sector getting involved in different ways. And we have two corporate nominees this year that really walk the walk in so many different ways. It really is remarkable. The first one is Veteran Sustainable Agriculture Training. Rod Melendez is going to represent this organization. It's better known as Archie's Acres. It's a commercial veterans-owned, operated organic and hydroponic farm that has also established a college credit sustainable agriculture training program for veterans. It teaches veterans the potential of agriculture and prepares them for a career in the growing field of organic farming. The program has provided more than 300 graduates with a foundation for employment. Craig Abbott represents Walmart. This corporation has made a major commitment to hiring veterans and their spouses. Walmart has vowed to hire 100,000 veterans, and 58,000 have been hired so far. Locally, Walmart supports scores of military and veterans organizations, including Veterans Village of San Diego, the annual Stand Down program, the Veterans Association of North County, and Goodwill's Operation Good Jobs. Thank you, Walmart. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of listening to myself. I'd much rather hear UCSD's choral entertain us a little bit more. And now, our runner-up is Veteran of the Year 2014, Mary Beth Newton. There she is. A long tribute from the table. Mary Beth will receive a membership of the San Diego Military Advisory Council and represent the museum and veterans on that body. Come on down. Come on up, Mary Beth.
Come through the line.
Now we have a receiving line.
There you go.
Turning you away. And straight to the chase, Billy York. Come on up. Veteran of the Year, Mr. 211, Mr. Billy York. Lord Veteran of the Year.
Okay, Bill, congratulations. How great is that?
Well, they don't tell you about this in advance. So I want to thank you. It's amazing. I've come to this event for 5 years, and I'm humbled to be in a room of people that have served with the experience and lifetime that you've done for veterans in active duty military. The mentors I've had in this room are amazing. Tom Slitzgerber and Gary Rossio, Joe Bruner, who actually got me into this 5 years ago and kind of let me go. It's amazing, never let me go. It's amazing how once you're in, they just keep you voluntolding you. So it's and I really have to thank my 211 team. They let me do it. They let me have the time. John Haney, my CEO, and then I heard the call team, everybody was there. So, you know what, I'll tell you, my dad, he was a vet. My sister served 25 years in the Navy, Marines. My younger sister was a Navy, and they continue to serve, and I'm so lucky that I'm able to do it as well. And again, I don't know who I forgot that has really helped shape the things that I get to do and contribute to the new vets, and thanks a lot. This is pretty amazing and amazing company, so appreciate it.
Congratulations, Bill.